Caroline, I'm closing the handshake argument right now. Basically, what I have to say in closing is, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not continuing the handshake conversation, although I have been very entertained by the length at which the conversation has gone. And you said it was a boring topic, but I think the fact that we both made 2 videos dedicated to it would say otherwise. But anyway, basically, what I'm going to briefly touch upon today is the video that I made for Monday Fun Day. So it's about waiting, and it told you all the stuff that you shouldn't do and stuff that you probably should do. And I have to say that I pretty much followed all that advice for the first part of waiting for my jet application and my other video related stuff applications. But at some point, when you get to the really end and you're kind of like running out of time, I really need to know, then it gets more stressful. So I have to say that I'm approaching the point where I'm caving. So I'm trying to figure out if I should tell you guys all of the information or leave some out so that I can talk about it later, and so that the next Monday Fun Day will make a little more sense. So I think I'm not going to tell you guys some stuff, but next week, next Tuesday, I'll tell you all about it. But basically, I'm getting a little stressed because I haven't heard anything back from Pixar yet, and it's kind of you should tell me soon, because if you don't tell me soon, then I might not be able to do it. Because maybe someone else, is going to respond soon, and then I'll have to respond to them soon, and all that stuff. So I'm kind of ah! So one thing that I'm turning to for a coping mechanism is actually an online forum. So for a long time, for the past 2 years, and especially for the past 2 summers, I've been looking up all kinds of things about internships at Pixar, and one thing that I've come across is Pixar Planet, the website, the fan website Pixar Planet, and they always have a forum every year. They always have a forum thread about the internship, the summer internship. And that's where basically a lot of people who applied, it's mostly marketing and art people, I found. But basically everyone goes on and they ask questions to each other, and they share each other's portfolios, and they stress out together. And I've read through the entire thread for the past 2 summers, and I'm reading through the thread now, even though I've applied too, and I'm just kind of creeping in the shadows. But I've recently thought that maybe I should go onto the forum and make a profile and go on the forum. There's a man walking outside. Which shouldn't be that creepy because my backyard looks into other people's backyards, so it's not like there's a random guy walking outside my house. It's just there's my neighbor walking in his yard. But maybe he'll look in and see me talking to my phone. But basically, what am I trying to say? Oh, basically I've been thinking, maybe I'll go on the forum and I'll ask some people some questions, because on the editorial internship post, it says at the bottom that it'll take approximately 6 to 8 weeks to respond. And I just went back onto the internship page and I looked at the other postings, and it doesn't give an approximated response time for any of the other internships. So I'm wondering, is it specific to editorial? Will I really find out within the next 2 weeks? Or did that say that on other summer internship postings? Because all the summer internships are off now, right? Because the deadline is gone. But I save, I copy and paste all the information whenever the internships go up so that I can kind of see how it's changed throughout the years, qualifications and stuff like that. So I can't go back and look at the marketing internship for this year. Actually, I can't, because the marketing internship is still up. But I can't go back and look at the PUPS program postings or the editorial internship posting. So I have questions that I want answered, so I'm going to cave and I'm going to dive into the stress pool that everyone else is in right now. And maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. I'll find out and I'll tell you. But in other news, one of the things that I really hate are like greasy bangs because they always, I don't know, they're so like curvy and I don't like them. And one thing that I've thought of doing, and I've done it once with Sarah, it's just putting them the other way that they're not supposed to go. And sometimes it works, but sometimes it just looks stupid. Like, no. So maybe, you know, if you ever have greasy bangs, you should try that out. Last thing, I don't know how often Alex checks her Facebook, but I just posted on her Facebook wall the Pixar marketing slash like advertising internship or something. And Alex, if you don't apply for that, I'm going to be a little offended because that would just mean that you don't want to work with me. And if Alex doesn't watch our VEDAs, which like I wouldn't be that surprised about, then Caroline, I'm depending on you to tell Alex about it. So yeah, that's all. Happy VEDA number 9. It might be number 8. No, I think it's number 9. We're almost in the double digits. Woo! Okay. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And bye.